Hi there, I'm Ken Carson, one of the owners here at Xybix, and I want to talk about ergonomics and getting your people to fit best at their imaging desks. With 30 years of experience in the sit-to-stand market, we've learned how to do it right. What we have here is one of our curved shape imaging desks, and I'm going to start with the height adjustment range. We don't just give us what the manufacturers of the lift column supplies, we demand we meet a certain specification. It has to work with the Human Factors and Ergonomics Society 2007 report. We make sure we do that in every facet of this. So let's walk through, and we're going to talk about height adjustment, we're going to talk about focal depth adjustment, we're going to talk about leg space, we're going to talk about monitor orientation. So let's go through that, and I'll explain to you how we meet all of the standards for ergonomics. So the Human Factors Ergonomics Society requires that these surfaces, both of them, I'm just going to run the first one down, go down to a height of 22 inches from the floor, which this does. What the 22 inches from the floor does is it meets people in the 5th percentile female seated. What that is about that 410, 411 range. Now, on the other end, we have to go all the way up to 46.8 inches, and we'll run that up, and that fits people who are in the 6'2 to 6'3 range. At 5'11", for my height, this is way too tall for me. I want to have it somewhere where I've got my traditional piano playing position, 90 degrees in the elbows, fairly straight wrists. We don't want to be bending down, we don't want to be bending up. I can lower this down to get to my height. And the same with the monitors. I want the top quarters of the screen of the monitors to be across from my eyes. Our natural way to look is down about 20 degrees from our upright head. We want to try to be in that comfortable upright position. Now, a nice thing, if you're a bifocal user or your monitors are stacked a little high or they're tall monitors, with this, what we call dual surface, I've got two surfaces, we can lower this down like this and then still keep that good ergonomic downward gaze. Part of the ergonomic requirements is focal depth adjustment, and we can do this in spades. This moves back and forth 10 full inches, which meets the requirement, and then obviously I can push it back 10 inches. Now I'm going to talk about monitor orientation, and what we're talking about is the curvature of the monitors matches somewhat the curvature of this cockpit cutout. So when you're moving side to side a little bit, looking at the monitors, that they're all equidistant from your eye. So one's not further back from the other, and then that makes it easier. So you're not requiring micro focal depth adjustment for your eyes each time. So we'll minimize the stress on your eyes by having everything equal from the screen to your eyeballs. So the last thing we're going to talk about is leg space. Plenty of room to stretch out here. You've got room side to side. Once again, this is one of our smaller stations. We have more room as they grow, but you have plenty of room in here. Reading shouldn't be painful. So if you got questions about ergonomics, getting these things to fit your people just right, hit us up. We're here to help.